channel. I'm a blah 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 blah. Hey guys, welcome back to Book Prado. My name's Matt, and today we're doing a 4-month review on the Trojan awning I've had, because there's not too many videos about this one on the internet, and I've had this one for over 4 months now, and I thought it would be a good time to do a review in case you have one at home and you're, well, where I bought it a little while ago. I did a post on Instagram, quite a few people saw it, so I just figured that if you're looking to buy the cheapest freestanding awning on the market, then maybe this is the video you're wanting to watch. So pretty much we're going to open it up, I'm going to tell you the pros and cons of my experiences of using it, and then is it worth that $9.55 price tag. The price tag might be slightly different now, but at the time of this video, that's the price tag, so we're going to go with that. So obviously you've got your Rhino Rack, your Darchie, Bushwhacker, they're a big one. They've all got their 270 awnings, right? Now, you know, Rhino Rack's one is freestanding to open, but the poles have to come out. Whereas this is a fully standing one with its truss style design wings, okay, made out of aluminium tubes. Now, pretty much this is a Adelaide company brand, and they're near Edwardstown, and they, you know, it's a good awning, and I actually really rate it. And like I said before, it's the cheapest one. So obviously you've got your XTM and Kings, which are like that $300 bracket realm. So this is, you know, 3 times the price, but all those ones aren't self-standing and they fall over and stuff like that. Whereas this is a zip and a hook and you're done, which is the most seamless thing about it that I cannot love anymore. And obviously we're at a beach. Let's say you're at a beach with all your friends and you just want to get an awning out and go in the water. Unzip this, hook it out, you're done. If you had all these poles everywhere and you've got your friends everywhere, they're just trying to have fun, but you're gonna be like, you know, walking through here trying to get in the way, it's just going to be too much hassle. Whereas this will set up in like 30 seconds. So we'll set up now and I'll run through the things I do and don't like about it. This part gets stuck quite often all the time. Then the rest is pretty simple. Okay, so that's pretty much it. Now I'm not sure how dark it is on the camera there, but we're just going to roll with it. So as you can see, sets up pretty damn quick. And if I fine tune some things, I could probably take another 5 seconds off that time. Now, as you can see, truss style, freestanding, I can stand here and I'm still under. I'm probably not on camera, but I can stand over here, you know, I can stand way over here as well. And when I open my boot, I'm all underneath. So if I had a table here, or my fridge, whatever, I'm not getting rained on. Now there is a bit of gap up here, but that just comes down to how you install it, because if I installed it lower or modified it another way, that gap would just get smaller. But that is something to consider, because the bracket's so big, you can only mount it a few ways. So yeah, so from factory it comes with 2 nuts and bolts for like, so per bracket it's 4, so it comes with 8, but there's actually 16 holes overall. So from factory they don't give you enough bolts, so like you need 4 on the bottom and 4 on the top to give it the maximum strength, because the guys told me make sure you have maximum strength to get 4 bolts in there, which is fair enough because it's, you know, heavy awning, all the weight's right at this point. So it just means you have to buy another 8, you know, washers, bolts and nuts. So however stingy or whatever you think about that is, that's up to you, but you do have to go to Bunnings and spend that extra money to get everything you need. And all the ones that are meant to be good from factory rusted out, at least for me, okay? So that's just another thing you have to look out for when you buy this awning. Yes, it's one of the cheapest awnings on the market, but you might have to spend an extra 20 bucks to get more nuts and galv, nuts, washers and bolts. So another thing to consider about that. Now I will say I actually really do love this awning, I'm not going to lie to you. It's got tie down points like this, so if it rains, put a rope off that and then the water will drip through there so it won't pull up the top. Now, a lot of the awnings have a little pole up here. It's about 200mm big. You push it up and it puts a huge arch on it and makes the rain fall off. I actually don't like those. I think they're very gimmicky. And this one doesn't have it, so I'm actually happy with how it is. But because if you don't put it up, it's very floppy, which will bang in the wind. Whereas this is really nice. And this is the version 1 model, but the version 2 model has black powder coated arms, which I really wanted, but they couldn't get one for me in time. So I went with this one, which as you can see, it's just got silver arms. Now, it also comes with 1 leg, and as you can see, you barely use it. Now, the only problem is my car is obviously quite high, so the pole, you pretty much can't use it. It doesn't go out long enough, and it still goes out a fair way. It probably goes out over 2 meters. My car is just too damn high off the ground. So like this, when the ground over there is a bit higher, it might actually reach, but if your car's quite high, you might need to get a higher pole because that one doesn't reach. But it does come with 1, 2, 3, so there's a total of 4 spots to put it. When I got my awning, it was here on the corner, but I actually moved it to the middle because I found the rope, that kind of all held up on its own, and my door's here, so it kind of blocks it out and leaves this little triangle bit here, which is funny that you can't really use because the door's here. But I just found pole was better over there, gets used more and controls more of the weight, whereas here wasn't really the problem, it was more over there. Okay, so I will say this structure up here was already strong. The way that's built is very good, and that should last go the distance. That's good, props up to them. None of this is like plastic or anything. This is all proper aluminium that will stay in, which is good, because other manufacturers have plastic and all this crap and it's just going to break over time. Now what they have done slightly wrong is this backing here. This is like a thin aluminium sheet and it's probably about 3-4 mil thick. Now I've looked at heaps of awning videos before I got mine, and pretty much they've all gone away from this and they've gone to more like giant bars. Now the reason why is this is not as strong. Okay, now you can't see this, but my rack, my ARB rack, it goes flat, and then at the front here has a little top section because it's for a rooftop tent, so you can have it on the back. But this is hard up against the plate, and when I mounted it, it actually slightly bends the aluminium. There's a slight curve in it. No one would pick it up, I only see it, but it does slightly bend, which just shows how weak it actually is. And that literally just mounting it where it is has a very slight bend in it. It's probably fine, and I'm probably being a bit dramatic, but I'm just saying that the aluminium, there's better ways to do that. And Bushwhacker, if you look at all their awnings, they've solved that and they've done that issue. But I will say though, I'm a fan of these little clips here, because a lot of other companies just have lap it through, tie it down. And you know, technically that's right, like plastic will always break after years and years of use, but we're talking years and years. But this is just so much quicker. Plug it in, tighten up, you're done. So easy. And also, there's this Velcro here, and it goes around the whole perimeter. So if you get any brand that has a Velcro spot on the end of the tarp, for example, you can Velcro it on, peg it into the ground, and it's on. So it's not a zip, which can down the line break, which quite a few zips do. But this is just all the Velcro. So you just stick that on, pull it down, and you're sorted. Okay, so you can see up here, this is how this one's mounted. Now the weight of the pole is actually pulling on that a little bit, so it depends how picky you are about that. Some people get little plastic clips that just clip that pole up like that to the metal, but that's how they've done theirs. Not too bad. That won't fail over time, whereas a plastic clip would. Okay guys, that's the end of the Trojan 4-month review video. Taken heaps of camps, it's done what it's had to do. I've been a bit critical in this video, but it's performed flawlessly. Highly recommend. It's still one of the, if not the cheapest awnings on the market that's freestanding, as you can see. It's such a flex on your friends. It's under $1,000. Adelaide, you can buy it Australia wide. Highly recommend to get one, and that's my opinion. So hopefully you guys can enjoy. If you want to buy one or not, hopefully this video helps you decide. Until then, I'll catch you guys next time on Built Prado.